Good day, Mustangs. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, and I'm Akshay Maharaj. Thanks for joining us in our Cyber School edition of Mustang News. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now to our top story. FSA students have been in school and learning via Zoom about 2 weeks now. Through videos, readings, and discussions, students are continuing on their paths to being junior scientists, engineers, and expressing themselves artistically. Here's Samia Balian with more.
From learning about the life cycle of a mealworm and the parts of an insect as a part of the Insects and Plants unit for FOSS Science, students completed with class presentations. Engineering was not to be outdone, from creative leprechaun traps to kindergartners showing off their catapults they built to their class. Even though FSA students are cyber, they're in class following a normal school day from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Even pre-K stepped it up with career day as an artist, an archaeologist, a rock star, and a police officer joined their class. While in 6th grade ELA, Miss Myra's students showed off their haiku display. Students and teachers are extremely engaged in cyber classes, but it doesn't stop here. High schoolers are also continuing with college prep as college reps are also joining in via Zoom conference for their college prep time. Counselors are also checking in and offering tips on how to navigate cyber school in a healthy manner. For Mustang News, I'm Samia Balian.
Amidst all the uproar of the coronavirus, it's time to call to attention that March is International Women's Month. In an article by Jone Johnson Lewis, she calls to attention these words by former President Jimmy Carter in the year 1980. From the first settlers who came to our shores, from the first American Indian families who befriended them, men and women have worked together to build this nation. Too often the women are unsung, and sometimes their contributions went unnoticed. President Carter used these words when he marked the beginning of a new chapter in American history, one where women and their work, the promotion of their rights, became a more explicit concern. That initial effort was expanded in 1987, when March was designated as Women's History Month. It's time again to take a closer look at some of the words and phrases associated with COVID-19. Let's join Abhiram Chinupati for this special report.
As we continue with our special report on virus vocab and phrases, flatten the curve pops up quite frequently. It refers to the lowering of the high curve where health institutions are not able to handle all the cases. In order to flatten the curve, social distancing has a huge impact and can help lower or flatten the curve. This can also happen when the population is either quarantined or imposed self-quarantine. Let's also take a look at quarantine versus self-quarantine. Quarantine means strict isolation to prevent the spread of the disease, indicating they may have tested positive and are being monitored by health workers. Even though some people may not be currently sick, they could have been exposed to a contagious disease. On the other hand, self-quarantine is when someone isn't ordered to go into quarantine but chooses to do so out of caution, also called voluntary quarantine. They may experience some or slight symptoms and decide to isolate themselves. Both of these actions can help stop the spread of the disease. Some people may be asymptomatic when they decide to self-quarantine, meaning even though they are showing no evidence of symptoms or disease, they are doing so out of caution or taking preventative measures. However, just because a person is asymptomatic doesn't mean they aren't infected with COVID-19, thus tying it all back to the need for social distancing and flattening the curve. For Mustang News, I am Abhiram Chinupati.
Now more than ever, we should take some time and remember that there are some of our neighbors out there that need help. In order to do this safely, you can contact community organizations such as the United Way, North Fulton Community Charities, local food pantries, to name a few, and find out how you can help. Visit their website and make a monetary donation and help provide emergency services to those in need. Here's a look at what our fellow students are doing to have fun as well as practicing social distancing. Here's Colin Fields to share some tips.
Hello, my name is Colin Fields and I'm in 4th grade, playing with my brother, riding my bike outside, and hitting and pitching baseballs.
Want to see your activities outside of the cyber classroom on Mustang News? Well, if you did something fun, creative, or interesting, tell us about it. You can email FSA News at FultonScienceAcademy.org with a brief summary of what you did with some pictures. If you have any tips on how your fellow students can stay active, send Mustang News a 20-second video that we can share. Please include your grade and, of course, your name. It's time for our quote of the day. Today's quote comes from Oprah Winfrey, an American journalist and media icon. Step out of the history that is holding you back. Step into the new story that you are willing to create. After a rainy start to the week, it looks like things are drying out a bit. Temperatures will be in the mid-70s, and while it looks like it will be cloudy, there's a good chance the sun will come out. Get ready to laugh at the joke of the day. How did Benjamin Franklin feel when he discovered electricity? Shocked. And that's a wrap. See you right here on Friday for another cyber edition of Mustang News. I'm Akshay Maharaj, and remember Mustangs, we are #stronger together.